Hello, and welcome to the first edition of Life Story Crafting, the Choose Your Own Adventure edition. To get us into the spirit of things, I thought I would share a very brief life story of my own based on the Pixar storytelling model, which, as you know, starts off once upon a time. Jocelyn and I decided to start a Designing Your Life meetup. Every month, we would get together to work on the basic workshop items, try things out, prototype, do things like that. Until one month, Jocelyn had her planned artist retreat at Brighton Bush canceled by the COVID-19 stay-at-home order. Because of that, Elizabeth and I volunteered to participate in a stay-at-home version of the retreat, which was referred to as a staycation. Because of that, I decided to look into using Patreon as a means of sharing my writing on well-being. Because of that, I attracted a teeny tiny number of patrons. And because the number of patrons was teeny tiny, I was able to focus on the interests that the patrons had in their ongoing lives. Because of that, I was able to come up with 12 questions of the hero's journey as a way to help Sam structure rewrites for the life story she's telling about building her cuddle business. Because of that, I decided to try to using the questions in a series of conversations. Because of that, I decided to explore other conversation starters in the form of Radia and Jocelyn's potluck writing series in the fall. Because of that, I decided to try to inspire them and inadvertently inspired myself to participate in NaNoWriMo 2021, where you write 50,000 words in 30 days. And because of that, I accepted the challenge of telling a life story of how I created the well-being toolbox for my Patreon. And until finally, I experienced an understanding of who I am and how I got to be that way, a sense of pride and accomplishment, and clarity in the direction I'd like to take my life going forward. So, taking things full circle, let's begin tonight by looking at what we would like to get from the life stories that we would like to craft.